Hola, beautiful people. This is Alicia Monet, and I have something to say. This is my very first live on YouTube. Woo woo. I'm so very excited. Like, I've never done a live on YouTube, and I'm pretty excited. Yeah, so today we're going to do a pick a card tarot reading. And I know on my page I haven't really done tarot, but guess what? It's a new day, people. It's a new day. So I'm gonna do some tarot today on this page. Eventually I'll create a page just for tarot. But today we're on Alicia Monet. And so I'm doing something new. I'm doing a new thing. I really love these pick a card tarots. Um on YouTube. I watch them all the time. I love them. And so I was like, I want to do that. I want to do a pick a card tarot. So here we go. This is how this is going to work. Right now it's live, so it's not time stamped. I've never gone live, so I've never had a moderator or anything like that. I don't know how that works, but whatever. Um, there's 3 different piles. Pile number 1 with the labradorite. Pile number 2 with the red jasper. With the red tiger's eye. And pile number 3 with the black tourmaline. All you gotta do is pick a pile, any one, and I'm gonna read for that pile. So go ahead and take your time. You don't have to think really hard about this. This is not freaking rocket science. This is not a test. There are no wrong answers. It's just whatever resonates with you. Is it this first pile right here? Ooh la la. Does that resonate? Is it this second pile right here? Choose me. Does this one resonate, or is it number 3? All right. So once you choose your pick, that's great. I'll have timestamps later. I don't have them now, obviously, because we just got started. I'm wondering how long this is going to take. So right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to read pile number 1. All right, the labradorite. Pile number 1. What is Mercury trying to teach you? Okay. So this don't get read upside down. What is Mercury trying to teach? Interesting. So much. Yeah. Okay. Let's take a look-see at this. So I just grabbed it from each of my decks that I have. I just want to collect tarot decks for the rest of my life. That's how I'm feeling. Anyways, so what is it that Mercury's trying to teach you, group number 1? Well, first of all, from the Isis deck, which is more like a soul type of lesson, what your soul is yearning for, how your soul is expanding, it's talking about life restored. Okay, do you see this here? Life restored. And it's all about priestess of the phoenix. So life restored meaning like, okay, so usually during retrogrades, especially during this time, we find that things seem like they're falling apart. Everything seems like it's falling apart, like nothing is really working out, or like everything is just, being destroyed. Some things are other, right? Things are being destroyed. But the truth of the matter is that actually things are falling into place. A lot of times we think that what we have is what we want, but really it's not what we need. Could be what we want, but it's not what we need. It's not going to bring us to our soul's evolution. So sometimes if we don't get the clue and we don't make the change, the universe works for us and makes the change for us. It's like, hey, somebody gave the analogy today. I was talking on a call today, and somebody gave the analogy of it being like when your phone wants to refresh or wants to do an upgrade, because we're going through spiritual upgrades right now. So when your phone wants to do an upgrade and you just put it off, later, you keep going later. You keep, deterring it and putting it off, because who wants to go through all that? You got to wait. Your phone doesn't work for like 20 minutes. Then you got to restart the phone. It's just way too much. Nobody wants to deal with that. Then eventually, if you pressing later long enough, eventually your phone's like, no, we're shutting down. We need to upgrade. That's it. If we're not upgrading, it's not going to work. So that's what is going on with that. So yeah, so that's what that is all about. So if you don't do the upgrade on your own when you're being asked to, then spirit will make you have an upgrade. And usually when spirit makes you have an upgrade, because you have to release and let go of stuff in order to receive new things, it looks like things being ripped apart from you. So you might feel like your life is being ripped apart, or like things are just really not going your way, but ultimately they're falling into place because this is life being restored. Okay, so this is not a bad thing. This is a really good thing. Even though it looks bad, try to find the good in it, or see how your soul is being expanded through this time period. Okay, then you got the workaholic card. Okay, so seeing this makes me believe that, can you see that? Workaholic? Seeing this makes me feel like Mercury wants you to relax a little bit and play a little more. Okay, it's letting me know this is a throat chakra issue. This is all about self-expression. Maybe you need to do what you love doing. Maybe you need to indulge in your hobbies for a little bit. Maybe you need to take a little break from work, set aside the work for a little bit in order to play, do something you love, you know, whether it be journaling, painting, dancing, skating, swimming, whatever it is. Like you need to put the work down and go play a little bit. Mercury's trying to tell you, like, look, sometimes a part of being healthy is also taking breaks. You need to take breaks and doing what you love, expressing yourself. This is a throat chakra issue. This lets me know that your throat chakra is imbalanced. There's something not right about the throat chakra. Either you're talking too much and not listening, or maybe you're listening too much and not speaking up enough, or maybe you're just not creating anything. Maybe you're just not expressing yourself. The throat chakra deals with self-expression. So all those ideas and all that creative energy from the sacral chakra comes all the way on up and expresses itself through the throat chakra. So this could be any of your hobbies, any of your gifts, strengths, talents, all of that. So, okay, boom. All right, and then when asked, okay, so then this is the energy that Mercury is beckoning you to vibe with at this time. All right, and this is the smoky quartz Alessio, 28, 2 and 8. 2 and 8 is 10, and 10 is the culmination of things. So something is being culminated in your life right now. It makes sense because you're going through a rebirth where life is being restored. So it makes sense that this is a combination of something. So I'm going to take a look at this and see exactly what this smoky quartz Alessio is trying to teach you. Let us take a look, see, shall we? I think we shall. I think we shall. All right, let us see. Transmutational magic, a stone for karmic healing. All right, smoky quartz Alessio opens into different dimensions and brings powerful transmutations. All right, self-understanding. You have a powerful survival instinct and ability to go where others dare not. Transmute the past. Realize that darkness is not evil. Facing your deepest fears turns into these golden gifts. You know that death is only a transformation into another state of being. Take responsibility for your life. Don't let others control you. Be patient. Much stirs beneath the calm surface. Total transformation is close. It may entail a trip into the underworld. Your shadow becomes your brightest gift. Toxic emotions turn into positive regard. Ground your efforts in the everyday, but retain contact with the higher realms. Success comes through dedication and trust in your abilities. Mentors are available. Release yourself from old enchantments. No part of you is evil or bad. Embracing your shadow leads you to healing hidden in the dark reaches of yourself. Okay? So, boom. This lets me know right here that you're dealing with the dark night of the soul. So Mercury's trying to teach you to love yourself, all of yourself, accept all of yourself. There's nothing of you that's evil. No part of you is going to cast you off into hell. A lot of us were raised religiously, and because of our religious programming, we don't accept all of ourselves because a part of ourselves is destined to die and go to hell, and we don't want to be associated with that. We don't want anybody else to know that we're associated with that, and we just don't want nothing to do with it. So, but what this is trying to teach you, what Mercury's trying to teach you is that, listen, embrace that part of yourself. Embrace that what you call darkness, or the parts of you that you probably at one point deemed evil, because it's not evil. In fact, it is that darkness that your greatest gifts will be found. So that's pretty cool. Okay. What else? So we got that. And then in this Egyptian deck I really like this little Egyptian deck that I have. In this Egyptian deck that I have, your card reads, you have number 1. Now, this is cool because number 1 is all about action. It's all about, check it out. 1 is all about action. It's so funny because the sun is going into Aries tropically. And so with that Aries energy is that 1 energy, right? It's the first sign. It's the pioneer. It's the first one out. It has the idea. It came straight from the womb, from zero, right? The creative center, the creative void, and the primordial water, straight into an idea, phallic symbol. Let's go. Let's get it done. Let's do this, right? And you see it's a man and a woman, right? What is it trying to tell us? This man and this woman. This is the symbol of happy relationship or marriage. It's the card of love and ultimate happiness and relationship. A very happy union in balance and in harmony. So this may indicate that you already have a relationship, and Mercury is trying to teach you the balance and harmony in the relationship, how to be harmonious in this marriage, how to be harmonious in this relationship. And so, boom, that's what Mercury is trying to teach you, harmony and relationships. And maybe that relationship is your relationship with your masculinity and your femininity. Maybe it's that. It doesn't necessarily have to indicate an actual person, though I believe this is an actual love relationship. And in this love relationship, Mercury is trying to teach you, Mercury in retrograde is trying to teach you how to be more harmonious. Okay, and that can include learning give and take. How much of your individual self are you going to remain true to, and how much are you going to bend and fold into? You know what I'm saying? So yes, you want your relationships and your unions to be harmonious. This could also indicate that somebody is going to be coming into your life or is already in your life that's going to propose a deeper connection with you. This connection could be like, oh, we're friends and now we're dating. It could be we're dating and now we're exclusive. It could be we're exclusive and now we're going to get engaged. It could be any of that as well. But as far as the lesson that Mercury is trying to teach you is harmony in relationships, okay? Harmony in love relationships. All right, check it out, on and on and on and on. It's the iceberg, baby. Submerged. You got the iceberg from the Earth Magic deck, and you have this mountain. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm getting from this, right? So what I'm getting from this is this ice. I have an ice box where my heart used to be. I have an ice box where my heart used to be, and I'm cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Cold. This is what I'm hearing. So this is letting me know, like this ice, right? Water represents emotions. It represents how you feel. It represents your subconscious mind. It represents your intuition. It represents all that stuff. And this water is now ice. It's not even flowing anymore. It is solid. It's not going anywhere. This lets me know that your heart might be hard. And that's probably why you're a workaholic and like to try to submerge yourself into work, or, focus more on work so you don't have to focus on relationships, because that is so very painful. It's just like, oh my God, my heart. And it could be also just different hurts and pains in life, right? Because we talked about how life is now in a place where Mercury's trying to show you, like, look, I'm trying to restore your life. You think I'm trying to tear everything apart? Not so at all. I'm trying to restore some order, but in order to do that, we got to break through this hardened heart. This is ice, baby. Oh, another thing, I should probably let you guys know this. I probably should have said this before I got started. I read intuitively, so like these cards mean something. I could read them from the books that were given, and some of them I will read just for more clarity. However, I'm also reading intuitively. So whatever spirit gives me, that is what I am sharing with you. That is the message that I have been given. That's what I'm channeling today, right now. So just so you know, if you're like, hey, wait a minute, I have that deck and that's not what it says. Well, listen, I'm not concerned about what it says. I'm concerned about what Spirit is telling me about this card and you. So this says submerged, but you can't really submerge into ice because it's frozen solid. So you have to submerge into the depths of the water beneath the iceberg. It's freezing cold water too. Anyways, Mercury's asking you to dig into this, okay? Melt this iceberg of a heart of yours, okay? All of the sorrow, all of the grief. It's time to explore that right now. It's time to open up. It's okay. It's not going to kill you. Promise. Promise, 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 okay? So I'm also going to read these from the book as well, but I just want to give you what I want to give you right now. This is what I'm being called and felt. So this is what I'm doing. Next one is mountain, strength. So Mercury also wants to teach you strength through this, right? Strength. And this is not brute strength. You think about mountains, right? A mountain is very strong, very tall, very solid, very sturdy, very, very strong. But it's not strong in a masculine way where it's like, I'm strong, Hulk smash. No, it's not going around smashing things to prove its strength or any of that. It's strength in knowing and being. So Mercury is trying to teach you strength, spiritual strength, feminine strength, in order to conquer these emotions, in order to bring harmony to your relationships, in order to transmute and to accept your darkness, to accept the dark night of the soul, accept those things that you were taught were evil, that you tend to gravitate towards or that you find within yourself. We're not looking at things as good and evil. We're looking at things as they just are. So this is a time to go inside of yourself, go inside of this icebox where your heart used to be. And yes, the higher self, exactly. Yes, exactly. Strength. Strength in order to be able to stand firm and what it is that you believe in and to work through your things without falling apart. You know what I'm saying? So you need to exercise that strength because your life is being restored, even though it looks like it's falling apart. And you have to be able to stand firm in your convictions because right now, I explained this earlier in a live that I did on Facebook about this conversation between Venus and Aquarius and Mars and Taurus, where Mars and Taurus wants to compromise. Mars and Taurus is like, hey, listen, I'm willing to do what the group wants me to do in order to get what I want from the group, okay? I just want to indulge. I want to be happy, and I'm willing to take one for the team. If the team wants me to go left, I'll go left. Whereas Venus in Aquarius is like, I'm not going left for nobody's fucking team. Excuse my French. Venus and Aquarius is like, I'm an individual and I'm going to be loved and celebrated for me. I'm not going to be loved and celebrated because I conformed and did what everybody else wanted me to do. Not happening. Not so. Not so. So that makes sense too, where no, you have to be strong and firm in your convictions. There are parts of you that don't need to waver, and there are parts of you that, could. But at this point in time, I feel like, be strong in who you are, your individuality, and allow your truth to melt your heart. Create some stuff. Get back to your first love of whatever it was when you were little that you loved to do. Get back to that before you were tainted, before people put thoughts in your mind and made you question your goals, hobbies, and ambitions, okay? When you were little. All right. Now we got the Master Artisan. What is Mercury trying to teach you? Okay? Mercury is trying to teach you to work on your craft. Mercury is trying to teach you that whatever you put in, you're going to get out. It's an 8, reciprocity. 8 is all about reciprocity. 8 is all about what you reap, what you sow, you reap. Okay? And it's your artistry. Look at, you have this guy right here who seems like he is the master, and this is the apprentice. These are the apprentices. And he's like giving this dude like these balls, these magical green balls. And he's like, come on, dude, let's make it do what it do. Now's the time to give it all you got, baby. Use your gifts and talents in order to create what it is that you came here to create. And I'm not talking about your 9 to 5 that you seem to be putting a lot of your effort into. And this might also be an entrepreneurial task, but I feel like this is like work. Who are you working for? Are you working for yourself? If not, you need to be working on what you came here to work on. We all were given a soul mission and been given gifts and talents in order to contribute to this beautiful world we live in. So now's the time for you to contribute. Mercury's trying to teach you, listen, whatever you put in is what you're going to get out. So let's put into the things that we love the most. Let's take a break and let's focus on the things that we love, the things that bring us joy, the things that make us feel good. All right. Next we have 7 of Scrolls. Can you see this? Intricacies in industry. Okay, so this was turned upside down. So basically with intricacies in industries, first of all, 7 is a spiritual number, the spiritual number of completion. So these are some spiritual principles. Scrolls are ideas, it's mental activity. You can liken scrolls to air. Okay, so you can think of your signs like Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, right? Very smart, very quick-witted, very fast in the mind, very ingenuitive ideas, very intellectual, right? So when you think of scrolls, you think of scrolls as these plans and ideas that are written down. You see all these scrolls everywhere? He's got plans for days. Industry and intricacies. He's got plans for days, but it's upside down. So I'm going to read about that upside down and see what that means. Usually people like to read upside down cards as the opposite of what it is right side up, but that's not always the case, and I'm definitely not feeling that for this. Okay, and then you got number juice. My computer's like, hey, I'm running out of juice. I need some juice. Give me some juice. Give me some juice. So, let me give me some juice, guys. Just a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, this is 17. 1 and 7, which is 8. Again, you get what you give. Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, you and your mate locked in 2 different directions. Well, be on the lookout. This is 17. Usually when this is right side up, you can see this person right here. You see his face? I wish you could see better. This guy is looking out with his binoculars at somebody else's business and what they got going on while his whole stuff is on fire. I don't know what he's looking for, but he's over here looking at this industry of intricacies. Oh, but it was upside down. That's right. So I'm going to get some clarity on these last 2 cards because they're upside down. I want to know what is going on like that. And then if I need any clarification, I will do some clarification, okay? You know what I'm saying? All right. So for the lookout, upside down. In the reverse position, the lookout may seem to have fallen and lost his position, but he is now free from the heat of battle. You may find yourself in the throes of a sudden difficult loss, perhaps a job, a relationship, or a major creative opportunity. As painful and challenging as it might seem, it's truly a gift in disguise. This loss actually takes you out of a conflict and sets you free to reach for even higher opportunity. You don't have to be on the defensive any longer. You're on your way to a larger than life. Amen. So this right here is right along with this. Things look like they're falling apart. Your relationships are falling apart. You lost your job. You lost your house. Your business partnership fell through. But guess what? Sometimes when things don't go your way and you end up separating from people, places, and things, you think it's all bad. It's really all good. It's really the divine protecting you and the divine placing you exactly where you need to be. So Mind it not strange if you feel like things are falling apart. Mercury wants to let you know, listen, things are not actually falling apart, my dear. They're falling into place. Let us count it all joy, okay? So that is the lookout. Now let's look at the Seven of Scrolls. Seven of Scrolls reversed. A project, relationship, or work situation may not be moving fast enough for you. You may be too urgent about it and too attached to the outcome. Or you simply might not want to deal with the particulars. Be careful not to act in haste. A little fir tree doesn't reach the sky by pulling on it, and cathedrals aren't built in a day. If you're not willing to be patient with the process and attend to the details, what you seek could collapse without ever coming to fruition. It's time to bring joy to the little steps now. Focus your work on the intricacies and trust that even your tiniest efforts will compound to create extraordinary success. Okay, so I see what's going on here. Somebody is frustrated. Things are not moving fast enough for you. Nice. I'm happy that you were laid off and you got to see the bright side of things. You may feel like things are not working out for you. Your love relationship, your work situation, your partnerships, whatever you're creating is not moving fast enough for you, but you're missing details. You're trying to get to the end without first workaholic. You're trying to get to the end and you're doing all this stuff, but you're missing important details. And one of those most important details is that things take time. Everything is not going to happen at the snap of a finger. I know that we're in this fast-paced society right now where everything is at your fingertips. When we don't have dial-up anymore, so when the internet takes longer than 5 seconds to refresh a page, we're losing our minds. Like, what's going on? Why is this taking so long? We're a microwave society at this time and point. But Mercury's trying to teach you, no, baby, things take time. Okay, things take time. Right now, you need to get back to the things that you love. You're being a workaholic about stuff. You want things to work out so badly that you're missing details and you're moving too fast. Just slow down. You planted it, let it grow, water it, love it, and leave it alone. Okay? Be on the lookout. Some things that you may have fallen apart, but really your life is really being restored. It just doesn't look like it right now. Okay? I want you to have harmonious relationships. And I want you to be able to look at your own darkness in the face and not run away from it and not deem yourself evil and cast yourself in the pit of fire because of your quote-unquote darkness or your evilness. It's nothing evil about it. In fact, there are hidden gifts there that you need to explore. So maybe you might want to go get you some smoky quartz. I don't know. But yeah, let me just read the last two and then we can get on with it. We can move on. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta move on. We have two other people to read. This is already fun, guys. I hope you guys are liking it. It's my first time doing this. I hope you guys are feeling it. I have two more cards. Aww. It's always so sad when you're in a love relationship that's dealing with your heart and your emotions, because love relationships require you to be vulnerable. And that's not easy for everybody, especially in a situation where you're not pretty sure how, the other person's going to take it, what the deal is. But it's important to allow yourself to love regardless. Through all the fear, through all of that, allow yourself to love regardless. Be honest with yourself and with the person. And if the universe is separating the two of you, allow the universe to separate the two of you. Maybe it's a matter of timing. Sometimes it just so happens that today, right now, where the two of you are at, you're vibing at different frequencies. And if it's supposed to be, it will be. If you love it, let it go. If it comes back, it was meant to be. If not, it never was. And either way, it's okay. Take what you've learned from the situation, from the relationship, and revel in it. All right, so this submerged, this iceberg stuff has something to do with this smoky quartz stuff. Let me tell you why. It says, whatever you suppress or deny and attempt to keep out of conscious awareness will show up somewhere and somehow. These are your shadow aspects. Right. We were talking about that. All the stuff that you could have hidden are your shadow aspects. All right. These are your shadow aspects. At one time, you put them out of your consciousness for good reason, yet they remain contained by shame and guilt. Sometimes these submerged aspects of yourselves are projected onto others so that they mirror those denied and suppressed parts of you. And you may even harshly judge these characteristics when they are exhibited. Now's the time to allow these elements to surface and embrace them. Embrace them. These may make up some sort of self-expression, a secret dream you wish to accomplish, or even uglier aspects that are difficult to acknowledge or accept. Whatever you have submerged deep inside of you, this is your opportunity to pay attention to those things and welcome them to the family called you. All right, now, you heard that, the same message over and over. Mercury's trying to teach you to love every part of yourself, to look at those things that you submerge, to look at your shadow, and to accept it and embrace it and find the gift and the beauty in it. All right, mountain. It makes no sense to deny the strength you have at the cost of allowing yourself to be reactive and subjective to external influences far beyond what is healthy for you. Okay? Imagine yourself as a mountain of strength, solidly grounded in the earth. Your head held high as if you're touching the sky. Do so without straining, just as the mountain itself does not strain. The current situation calls for you to be vigilant, but not to the point of fear or paranoia. Be that rock of strength that you are capable of becoming. The solidness of your resolve will be clearly communicated when you model yourself after the towering immensity of a mountain, impenetrable and inscrutable. Standing steady like a rock is what is called for at this time. You have to stand firm in your truth and who you are. All of you. Oh, what? What is going on here? Why has it frozen? Is this Mercury? Okay, well, we're done with you. One, we're all done, baby. That was a nice one. Okay? So accept your shadow. Love it, embrace it. Even though things are falling apart right now, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal that things are falling apart right now. Everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to be. Do not fret. Okay? Everything's working out for your good. All right, now we have the group 2, the red tiger's eye group. What is Mercury trying to teach you during this time? Ooh, what? Oh my gosh, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Okay. All right. So, first thing that comes out to me is this karmic trench group number 2. All right. So basically, what this is letting me know, and what Mercury's trying to teach you, is that what you're going through is karmic. All right. You're digging in your karmic trenches. Look at this field, right? Back in the day, my ancestors used to work fields like this, all of them, together. This is like acres and acres of land, but look, it's just you. You probably have been called upon to break the generational curses in your family. That's a big deal. Hats off to you. So right now, Mercury's trying to teach you, like, listen, this is karmic. You're in a karmic trench right now. And what you're doing right now is setting the foundation for your future. So yes, this is really good. Hey guys, what is going on? Hold up. There's some weird stuff going on with this Mercury retrograde in my computer. Something just popped up on my screen. I can't even see myself. What's happening? This is so strange, guys. Can you see me? Somebody! Anybody! Okay, there we go. I'm back. So, yes, 4 is foundation, it's stability. If you look at the number 4, why is this happening? No. I don't want to see you. Leave me alone. Alone. Thank you. Okay, sorry about that interruption, guys. It's like Mercury glitches. Please bear with me. So group number 2, the first things first is 4. It's stability. If you turn 4 around, it's like, well, the 4s that are open at the bottom, it's like a chair. It's stable. So by you working out this karmic stuff, this generational stuff, the stuff in your bloodline, you're providing a firm foundation and stability for yourself. So Mercury's trying to show you, like, hey, listen, this is not just you, boo-boo. You're not just working for you. You're working for your whole bloodline. So, I mean, no pressure. I'm just saying, like, it's deeper than rap. So the stuff that you're experiencing during this Mercury retrograde is karmic, okay? And look, it's just you tilling this whole land by yourself, breaking these generational curses by yourself. You must be tired. Do not grow weary in doing good, because when it's time to harvest, guess who's going to have a crop yielding a lot of good fruit? You. All right, that's the first thing that stood out to me. All right. Second thing that stood out to me is here, faith. Mercury's trying to teach you to have faith, okay? And this right here is the first eye chakra. I don't call it the third eye because it's the first eye, right? To see the vision where your pineal and pituitary gland. I don't know if it's the pineal gland or the pituitary gland that's responsible. It's your first eye. I think it's the pineal, but whatever. They both work in helping you to access and tap into your higher self. This gives you the vision. This gives you spiritual vision, spiritual connection, spiritual insight to be able to see things that are invisible, to be able to help you to see in this to the spiritual realm and to have faith. Now, faith is having hope for the things that you want to call forth into your life, even though you can't see them. Know that they're on their way, know that they're coming, know that they are here. It's just a matter of time. So Mercury wants to teach you to have faith. Like, why are you worrying so much? Like, I have a feeling that you like to worry, number 2. Like, you seem like the type of person who has to constantly be reminded, like, doesn't it work out for the good at the end of the day? Because you don't remember that for some reason. You're just like, oh, I'm worried, but then it always works out. And Mercury's trying to say, don't worry, just have faith. Just have faith. Exercise your faith. Go ahead, concentrate on something. Pray about it. And watch it work. Watch it come to pass. So, faith. All right? You got the spirit of Isis. Triumph of the goddess. Okay, I'm going to read up on this card because I don't really get this card a lot. So, I have to read up on it and see what it do, boo-boo. What it do, boo? What it do, boo? What it do, boo? What it do, boo? Hey! What it do, boo? I'm already feeling a very heavy energy from this group. Group number 2. Group number 2, do you worry a lot? I hope not. Well, I'm here to tell you, Mercury wants to let you know you don't have to worry. All you have to do is recognize it for what it is and have faith. Okay? Have faith. Trust. Trust things are going to work out the way that you want them to. Spirit of Isis, beloved initiate, there are times to surrender and let go, but there are times to give up. But there are never times to give up. Sorry. There are times to surrender and let go, but there are never times to give up. Persist with your bold faith and inspired action until the impossible happens. Isis has the spirit of triumph and will never fail in her quest, no matter how bold or impossible it seems. Believe. It is helpful on the inner path to let go and detach over and over again, and yet we need to stay true to our heart and not give up on what we feel we are here to do. Whether it is reaching for enlightenment, for inner peace, for a creative breakthrough, or personal healing, the triumph of the goddess is with you now, urging you not to give up. No matter how far impossible success may seem to be, don't quit. Persist until the impossible happens. All right. So this spirit of the goddess is basically letting you know that, okay, you can't give up. As bad as you want to give up because it's so much work, it's so hard, it's just too much. You guys just don't understand my life. Yeah, you had to let go of a lot of things here. You had to dig out a lot of roots, a lot of weeds. You had to plow the land. You had to take out a lot of stuff that didn't belong there and turn over the ground. And that was hard. That meant you had to release some people and let go of some things. But that doesn't mean give up on your dreams, on your hopes, on your aspirations. Remember what you were called here to do and do it. Don't give up in doing it. Don't grow weary in doing good, right? Just have faith. Have faith in your abilities. Have faith in what you came here to do. And proceed, okay? So that's cool. Karmic trenches. Hey, all right. What else we got here? So we got graphic smoky quartz, and it's number 13. 13 is the ascended master. It's like Christ energy. It's like once you master the 12 zodiacs, then the 13th is like, okay, now you're initiated. So that's pretty dope. And last card, first group got smoky quartz something, and this one is graphic smoky quartz. I'm eager to see the difference on what this graphic smoky quartz is talking about. What you talking about? What you talking about? I want to know. Let me know. Let me know. Okay. The stabilizer, graphic smoky quartz, supports all the structures in the body, removing toxic debris and traumatic memories. It keeps you grounded and balanced in physical incarnation while exploring other dimensions. Lack of trust in yourself and other people creates psychological barriers that lie at the heart of your dis-ease. Your self-esteem is low, creating a deficient immune system. Memories of old traumas have subtly amended your ancestral DNA. At a deep level, you have been compressed and limited. Allow yourself to expand again. Divination. Undertake a shamanic journey into the unseen worlds in search of healing. There you will find the underlying causes of dis-ease and outdated soul imperatives that are affecting your well-being. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. Healing is found in the darkest depths of yourself, not in external forces. So it sounds to me like due to this work, this challenging work you've been doing, digging up these karmic trenches, this work has caused you to have a lack of trust in yourself and your self-esteem to be waning. Maybe this karmic stuff had to do with, I don't know, domestic violence or maybe that runs in the family, or sexual perversion. Maybe that runs in the family, or, addictions like on drugs or alcohol, and that runs in the family. So you're dealing with people, places, and things that carry that energy, and it's exhausting. It's gotten to the point to where it beats you down to where you don't even have faith right now. Mercury's trying to teach you to have faith. Remember to trust. Mercury's trying to teach you to trust in yourself. Trust in yourself and trust in the gifts that you came to give. If nothing else, remember your mission. Go inside of yourself to remember your mission. There are some dark things that need to be addressed, and they cannot be addressed externally. They must be addressed internally. Okay? And there's nothing to be afraid of. Maybe you might want to get you a graphic smoky quartz or something. I don't know. All right, next. We have 55. 5 all the way live. Now we're working with the number 55. Ooh. Everybody, time to come through. Let's do this. Let's just go and have some fun. All right, 55. This right here is a symbol of beginning, a new start in life, changing job or situation, new love or job or marriage. This is great. So in the midst of all of this muck and mire, you have a new relationship budding. It could be a new relationship, could be a new job, could be something new. Something new is coming for you. This is great. Mercury wants to teach you to have faith. Your cries have been heard. Your prayers have been heard. Everything has been heard. Your desires are well known. The Most High knows. Now it's time to open yourself up to receive something new. You have a new offer. Great. Look at this. You got Milky Way perspective and invocation. So basically what this is letting me know is that you need to open up your mind, okay? So you might be viewing things like, oh, things are so hard and bleak, and I don't trust myself, and it's hard for me to be able to have self-esteem because I feel like this and that. But baby, you're carrying a heavy load. Hell yeah, you feel some type of way. You are carrying a heavy load. And it's all good. Look at it from a different perspective. Instead of woe is me, people always do me dirty, this can't be life, da 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 da, yada yada yada. Things are so hard. I know what I need to be doing, and I feel like, because I had to cut these people off and these people fell off out of my life, that I really can't trust people, places, and things. But Mercury's asking you to look at it from a different perspective. Maybe, just maybe, you're laying the foundation to a very rich progeny, to a very legacy. Because by you doing the work to heal your spiritual karma, your generational karma, your children and your children's children won't have to deal with it. And that's a fertile spot to be able to create and plant beautiful things. So it's all about perspective. Those people went away, but those people were not healthy for you. Those situations went away, but those situations were not healthy for you. And no, you can't grab onto them and hold on to them. You have to learn how to let go of those things without giving up on your dreams. Even though those people, places, and things seem like they were imperative for you to reach your goals and your dreams, they weren't. They weren't. They're gone now. They have to leave. You're transitioning out of them. And you should look at it with a wider perspective. What is really happening here? How is this expanding me? Because everything is for your expansion. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called to his service or for his purpose. Next thing is ceremony, invocation. Okay, so since you're dealing with a lot of heavy trauma, heavy karmic stuff, and you're having issues with trusting yourself and loving yourself and like, should I keep going or should I not? It's a very good time to use chanting, invocation. You can go on YouTube and you can look up different chants for different things, or on the internet, you can Google it. But this works. Chanting really does work. You can do Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. You can do Om. That's really simple. You can do Kling, Shling, Kling. You can do all that. You can look them up. They're all different. And start chanting, baby. Start using that invocation. Use your words. And you don't only have to chant. You can open up the book of Psalms and you can recite some Psalms out loud. Just do it out loud. And look, she set up an altar. Set you up an altar. Mercury's trying to teach you to use your words to get out of this stuff. Use your words. Use your words, your affirmations. Use your affirmations so that you can learn to trust and love yourself and boost your self-esteem. Okay? Your affirmations. I am strong. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am wise. I'm intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I work well with money. Money works well with me. Money's a magnet to me. Money is attracted to me. Money loves me. Money follows me everywhere I go. I love it. It's so amazing. I'm celebrated everywhere I go. I trust myself. I love myself. I'm so very bright. I shine everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, people celebrate me, and they recognize my presence, and they love and adore me. It feels so good. I just love going out because of the amazing feedback I get from the people. Like, all of my gifts and talents are displayed, and they're displayed very well. People love them. People receive me very well, and I get to be myself, and I love it. It's amazing. I trust myself. I know myself. I love myself. All these different things. So yeah, now's the time to use your voice and invoke. Okay. So So then you have Hilarion upside down in number 5, which is freedom energy, free spirited energy, fun loving, let's go explore. What's there new here? And it's upside down. Okay? If you look at this card, you see this man. He has a book. He's glowing green. Green is the heart chakra. Heart chakra is the God center, the G force. So this guy is surrounded by green energy, heart chakra energy, very loving energy. And you see these ghostly people around him. Usually when this card is right side up, it's speaking about how there's some research that needs to be done and you need to be able to access the information, and you don't have to just only access it physically. There are also spiritual beings that you can communicate with that can also give you this information, okay? But you got Hilarion turned upside down, inside out. You also got clearing the way, 4 of keys, okay? Keys are equivalent to pentacles and deal with earth. This is like Taurus energy, Virgo energy, and Capricorn energy. Very much grounded, very much producing things that yield tangible results. Very grounded, slow and steady wins the race. It takes time to climb the mountain. It takes time to plant the tree. It takes time for all these things. Earth signs know this. And these are the keys to material wealth and success, okay? 4 is also foundation. And this is clearing the way. There's something in the way that needed clearing, but it's upside down. So we're going to check out these 2 cards upside down, and then we're going to move on to number 3. Where is that book? No, that's the one. All right, so first of all, Hilarion. Upside down. When Hilarion appears reversed in your spread, it's a sign that you've lost your focus, or you could have become totally illogical about an issue in your life. You may feel confused because you're deceiving yourself about something or someone. This reversal could also reveal that there's important information that may be unknown to you. No matter what's troubling you, it's time to bring your logical mind back into focus. Turn to Hilarion for help, and then create the strong intention to do your part. Open up the lines of communication in your spiritual and personal life, and above all, let this master of knowledge and truth help you be more honest with yourself. When you see yourself in your life truthfully, all confusion will disperse. Aha! Mercury's trying to teach you to be real with yourself. Step out of denial. Look around. You have things missing. There's information missing. Things aren't adding up. It's okay to admit it. Step out of denial. That's what Mercury wants you to do. Be real with yourself. The situation is not adding up, and it's okay. You might feel a little depression or a little this or a little that, whatever. As long as you can acknowledge that things are not right and act accordingly, then you're good. Okay? And now clearing the way. 4 of keys. 4 of keys. All right. 4 keys reversed. The way is being cleared. An obstruction you thought would be daunting could be easily and quickly dispatched. Even some external events or other people may help to ease the situation and open the way. In either event, celebrate. You will soon be free to take the steps you once thought were blocked. Yes. So basically, the way is being cleared for you. All right? That is basically your message. You have some new opportunity that's coming. The way is being cleared. It's also new because you've been working these trenchers so much so that you had to let go of people, places, and things that are likened to weeds. And that was very hurtful to you because you love these people, places, and things. But you had to learn what to let go of. And even though you let go of these people, places, and things, doesn't mean you give up on your dreams, visions, and goals. Maybe these people came around and were helping you with your visions and goals and your mission. And so you're confused. It's all this confusion about, whoa. If these people were so pivotal back then, then what happened to now? Why aren't they pivotal now? So that might be an issue. That might be a thing. So trust. Let that stuff go. Accept your confusion. Accept where you're at. Accept your lack of self-trust. Mercury's trying to show you that all you need to do is have faith and chant. Use your voice. Say your affirmations. Use your voice and look at things from a different perspective. It's not woe is you and everybody's doing you dirty. No, it's not that at all. It's that the way is being cleared in order for new things to come in. So these people, places, and things have to leave. But that doesn't mean that I leave my calling. That just means I leave those people. And all will be well. So count it all joy, group number 2. There's a breakthrough coming for you, but I know it's a lot of heavy energy, so you got to release a lot and let the stuff go. All right, group number 3, Maisha, this is you. If you're still watching. Black Tourmaline, group number 3. What does Mercury want to teach you? Wow, Maisha, you will get these cards. That's crazy. These cards follow you, some of them. All right, so here we go. Group number 3. What does Mercury want to teach you? The first thing that stepped out into my mind was this one. Number 19, reflection. 1 and 9 equals 10. 1 is the beginning of the number cycle, or really 0, but 1. And then 9 is the end, it's the culmination. So from the start to the beginning, it's time to reflect on this whole situation, this whole time period of Mercury retrograde, from when Mercury went into shadow February 19th. Okay? Reflect, 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 and then come up with a new thing. 10, 1 and 0, which is ultimately 1. But reflection is needed. It's time to reflect. Reflect, reflect, reflect. The next thing that stood out to me is recovery. This is the first eye, your spiritual faculties. It's asking for recovery. So it lets me know that maybe you were receiving a lot of spiritual information during this time of reflection, or during a certain time that you're reflecting on. You were receiving so much spiritual insight and spiritual energy, spiritual information, that it became a bit too much for you. Maybe that's what I'm getting. It became a bit much, and so you need to recover from that. You need to recover from all of what has been coming up, all of what you've been reflecting on. It's definitely time to recover from that. And it's so interesting because it's the first eye, and maybe this card doesn't mean that, but I feel like you were receiving a lot of spiritual information and maybe you didn't understand it at the time. Maybe it was confusing. Maybe it drove you a little insane, but now it's time to recover. Mercury wants you to recover, to reflect, recover. Okay? Then you got, let's see, Serpent of Fire. You got the Serpent of Fire, which is the Priestess of Serpent Sisterhood. I wish that light wasn't there so you could see this card. And the serpent gets a bad rep in the Christian church and all that, but serpent represents Kundalini energy. It's really not what they're making it out to be. It's actually, like I said, Kundalini energy. So it's not negative or evil or the devil, which is crazy, but hey. All right, Serpent of Fire. Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood. Isis, Priestess of the Serpent Sisterhood, and Queen of the Serpent of Fire, guides you through transformation now as your energy field grows stronger and old energies are burned away in the process of your growth. Trust that you are growing and are more capable than you have been previously. Do not assess your current ability based on past standards, as they no longer apply to you. You are stronger and more powerful now than you've ever been before. You need to learn afresh what you are capable of, and Isis is here to help you. The serpent head piece of Isis represents the inner fire. I just said this. The inner fire serpent, or Kundalini, as it rises in accordance with spiritual growth and empowerment, is to meet your new levels of energetic empowerment. You will need to realize you're capable of more than you previously were, And also, you need to temper your behavior to take into account the greater power and the effect of words, thoughts, and actions. Hence, this recovery, because you're going through this spiritual upgrade. You're going through an upgrade right now, my dear. I'm going to need you to be gentle with yourself, and we're going to need to go into a space of recovery. Then you got lapis lazuli, okay? This is number 13, that spiritual number. Again, the number of the ascended master. Number 13, lapis lazuli is a throat chakra stone, right? We talked about the throat chakra being about expression, self-expression, expression of all kind. So let us read what lapis lazuli is trying to teach you. Heavenly wisdom. Lapis lazuli wards off calamities of all kinds and was one of the most auspicious stones in the ancient world. Maybe you might want to get you a piece of lapis lazuli. Okay? You are an immortal soul who has profound connection with the heavens. Your purpose is spiritual dis-ease. Work with dreams and journey inward to find deeper insights. Flashes of intuition show the way. Open your heart and third eye. Help comes from on high. Enlightenment is within their grasp. Enhanced perception shows what operates beneath. Study or research is needed. Yours is the gift of true friendship. Protect yourself. Attuning to your divine nature enhances your well-being. So, Spirit wants you to get in tune with your higher self. So, all this information, the spiritual gifts, this Kundalini that's rising, this initiation, Mercury is trying to teach you to listen. Listen, 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 Linda. Listen. It's about that time. You have a noble cause. You have a noble gift to give. All is well, but there is spiritual dis-ease due to lack of attunement with self. So you need to get attuned with self. Mercury's saying get in tune with self. Get in tune with yourself. Get in tune with yourself. Simple. Something in my pants. That's crazy. Okay, focus. Focus. Alright, I'm looking for this. Look at what you got. This is pretty dope. 56. This lion man. Leo is ruled by the sun, and the lion is the king of the jungle and the entertainer, and the lion is the star. Everybody loves the lion. The lion has beautiful hair, and she's also loving. Number 56, the symbol of strength, Leo, represents strength and power, being in control or ahead. Dealing with a person who is a Leo or meeting a Leo friend, lover, or family member. So you might be dealing with a Leo, and you might need to embody the characteristics of Leo. Leo is the heart. It deals with the heart center. It is all of your spiritual gifts and abilities. It's all of your talents and hobbies. It's the things that you love, your children. It's all of that stuff. So, this is calling for strength. So, it's calling for you to be strong during this time of your inner discovery of yourself and your relationship to spirit. Look at this. Cave. Can you see that? Sanctuary. Mercury is calling forth to try to teach you that you need a sanctuary. You need a cave. You need a place to go where you can be the initiate. You can attune to yourself. You can recover spiritually. You can recover the spiritual dis-ease by attuning to yourself, but you need a sacred space set up. You need a sanctuary. That doesn't mean you have to go to church. It means you create a safe space in your home or somewhere where you can go and you can go into your cave. Your cave is where you meet with your spiritual team. Your cave is where you go inside of yourself. You can do this through meditation, through prayer, through invocation, which is basically chanting or stating affirmations, whatever it is that you're intuitively led to do. But Mercury is calling you to create a sanctuary for yourself. Then you got music, harmony. This is so cool because sanctuary, you're setting up a sanctuary for yourself in order so you can communicate with your spiritual team and become closer to them and be attuned with yourself, your higher self, And then you got music and harmony. I don't know if you're a singer or what, but music, music. We're instruments, and we're vibrational beings. So use your voice box and create music, create some harmony through chanting, through singing, through all of that, talking to your ancestors, stating your affirmations, but make it musical and make it like a harmony, sing it. So you got reflection already. Then you got the Akashic field. This is the space of all potentiality. This is like the primordial waters where anything is possible. These are the ethers where every possibility is there for you to take advantage of, for you to grab and make your own. How do you get in tune with yourself? Quiet time, reflection. Set the intention. You can write it down. You can even say it like, okay, I really want to get in tune with myself. I'm going to spend 5 minutes in silence. And spend 5 minutes in silence. And start that off with the intention to get in tune with yourself. And Spirit will meet you halfway and give you more instructions. So this is one. One is masculine energy. It's creation. Look at anything you want, you can have. But it's upside down. And then you got another one. This is a lot of one energy. Like go, 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 go. Let's do it. And this is the Oracle of Delph. This is basically letting you know that it's time to not only to play both roles, receive the message from Spirit like the Oracle does, and interpret it like the scribe does. The scribe is the one who interprets the message that the Oracle receives from on high, but you're called to do both. Balance the masculine and feminine energy within you. Trust the messages that you're receiving from Spirit. Trust them. Trust them. And interpret them. Take time and sit with them. Don't just dismiss them or be like, oh yeah, Spirit said that, but I'm going to keep going and doing what I'm doing. No. You need to, Mercury is begging you or teaching you to trust the messages that you're receiving, interpret them, and use that information. Use that information because you are going through an initiation right now where your Kundalini is about to be rising, okay? All right, now let me read the Akashic field upside down. One of forces. Forces is likened to fire, and it deals with our force to do things, the force behind our intention, the energy behind it. All right, the one of forces reversed. The Akashic field reverse indicates a time of fragmentation and agitated energy within or around you. You may be going through some sort of crisis, or you may be on the receiving end of some grief or hostility, which is really throwing you for a loop. Your worry and panic is splitting your energy and causing a frantic vibration. You need to know that universal consciousness of creation is still available to you. External inspiration is always vibrating around you, but until you calm down and rein in the emotional intensity, you'll be like a radio station tuned to the wrong frequency and picking up only static. The field and the world is filled with potential solutions to the very problems that are making you upset. So stop, take a step back, and try to get a new perspective on things. It may be advisable to look into past lives where they vibrate in the Akashic field as well. Listen. We're going through some things right now that require harmony. And how you're going to get that harmony is by creating a sanctuary, creating a sacred space for you to go inward and heal yourself of your spiritual dis-ease by listening, reflecting, accepting your initiation, getting attuned with yourself, exercising strength. That means not letting whatever is going on get to you and fragment you. You have to have resolve through it all and know that there are so many possibilities. You can have whatever you want, but you have to stand firm in your convictions of that and not let what's going on outside of you change the perspective and fragment you. You have to have faith and know, but you're recovering because of that spiritual dis-ease. You're going through a time of recovery, and Mercury wants you to know that. It's all good. This is spiritual. You are being called or learning how to accept the messages that you receive from Spirit and to interpret them and be confident in that. I have a feeling that this lack of confidence in it is what Mercury's trying to teach you. Trust it. In order to trust it, you have to spend more time in solidarity with it. You have to spend more time. You have to make time for yourself to get in tune with yourself. All right. So, yeah, meditation music is good. Binaural beats are good. You can tune them to different frequencies depending on what you're trying to heal. Setting a timer and telling yourself, I'm going to be quiet in order to get in tune with myself. And what you eat. Because a lot of the food that we eat, a lot of the food that we have chemicals in there. And those chemicals are like static. Because you can think of it as like static between us and our higher selves, or between us and our spiritual team, because our bodies don't even have receptors for a lot of these chemicals. So it's killing us. And it's killing our connection with source. So look into your diet as well. More green vegetables, more fruits, more living food, foods from the earth. That will help to clear up the static in your connection with your higher self. All right, so that was everything. Let's see. That was everything, guys. Can you see me? Hola. That was everything. I have all my tarot cards, boxes, and stuff all over the bed, so don't mind me. But I just want to show my face and say thank you, guys. I hope that this resonated with you. If you would like a personal reading, you can hit me up personally. You can hit me up at divine.inspiration1111 at gmail.com, and I can do a personal reading for you, a private reading. This is general, so it may not apply to you, and maybe it does. Who knows? Only you know. But we can get more general. We can get more personal. So yeah, hit me up if you're interested. Thank you so much. This is my first live stream. I think it went really well. Share it with a friend, guys. It's been an hour and 13 minutes. I'm out. Peace.